Hello everyone, my name is Shekhar Saxena, and we are going to solve these subnetting problems in this video. So if you already know subnetting, I have a request to you. Please note down all of these problems and solve those problems, and note down the time you take in solving these problems. Then try this method and you will see that you can solve problems easily and fast or not. Okay, so in my views this method is very effective, and you can perform subnetting very easily using this method. Okay, so first of all I'm going to explain what process I am using, then you can go with me and solve all the problems, so you can see that this method is very effective and you can perform subnetting very easily. So let's take first example. So if you already know subnetting, please solve all of these problems and note down the time you take. Okay, then after this video use this method and solve of the problem. You can and comment me that if this method is really effective for you also or not. Okay, personally I feel this method is very effective for subnetting. You can perform subnetting very quickly. Okay, we are not going to use any decimal value in this. So if you are not good with binary, first of all I will give the link in which you will understand the subnet mask in binary, all the things you need to know to understand this video properly. Okay, so first of all you need to understand the basics, and then you can use this method. So let's go start with the first example. So in first example we need to solve this problem. 192.168.10.0 is the network given to us, and we need to create subnetting with the 100 hosts per network. Okay, so the process is very simple. First of all we need to find the required bits. Okay, you already use this method to in your method. So to solve this to required bits for 100 hosts, we need 7 bits. Okay, so what this is the most important part, this one and this one. Okay, so very simple. If we need 7 bits to create 100 host network. Okay, so simply we will subtract 7 minus 7 from 32. We will get 25. With 25 in subnet mask we will have first octet full, second octet full. These are the number of on bits in octet. The third octet full, but in fourth octet we will have one on bit. Okay, so with 25 on bits, 8th in first octet, 8 in second octet, 8 in third octets. In fourth octet we have one on bit, so the position of the on bit will be first place. So the position is last on bit is on first place, so we need to add 128 in fourth octet because last on bit is in the fourth octet. If you are confused, you will understand this in class B or class A examples. Okay, so we need to add 128 in which octet? In fourth octet. Why? Because last on bit is in fourth octet. Okay, so our network will be 192.168.10.0 and 192.168.10.128, and again if we add 128 we will get 11.0, which is not our network, this is next network. So our network will be 192.168.10.0, and first network is 192.168.10.0, second network is 192.168.10.128, and the just previous IP of this will be broadcast for the previous network. So 192.168.10.127 and 192.168.10.255. okay, and both of these network will have subnet mask of /25, which will give 255.255.255.128 in decimal. Okay, so here are the 4 simplest way. First of all, from this table you need to find required bits, then for host subtract those required bits from 32, and for network add those bits in given subnet mask. Okay, so let's take another example. So in this example we need 50 hosts So for 50 hosts we need 6 bits. 32 minus 6, this will give 26. First octet full, second full, third full. In fourth octet we have 2 on bits, position will be 2, we need to add 64. In the fourth octet the network will be 192.168.10.0, 10.64, 10.128, 10.192. That's it. Next will be 11.0 and network will be 192.168, 10.63, 127, 191.255, and network, so new subnet mask will be /26. Very quick, very effective method. Okay, you will feel more and more comfortable when you give solve more example with me. Okay, so now we need for 3 networks, we need to subnet for network. Okay, so for network, for 3 network we required 4 bit 2 bits, sorry, for 2 bits. So what we will do, given subnet mask is 24, we will add 2. So new segment mask will be 26. With 26, first full, second full, third full, fourth octet is 2 bits, position is 2. So again we need to add 64 in fourth octet. The network will be 192.168, 10.0, 10.64, 10.128, 10.192, 0263, 127, 191 and 25. Now here you need to focus little bit. The required bit for 500 hosts, for 500 hosts we required 9 bit. Okay, so 32 minus 9 will give us 23. With 23, first octet full, second octet full, and we have 7 in the third octet, and fourth octet 0 on bit. So with 7 on bit, our last on bit will be on 7th position. So we need to add 2, but in third octet, because our last on bit is in third octet. So we need to add 2. So 172.16.00, 172.16.20, 172.16.40. Like this we can have subnets. Okay, and the broadcast IP for this will be 172.16.1.255 for the first network. Okay, for segment network will be 3.255. Okay, so this will be the broadcast ID. Our new subnet mask will be 23, which will 255.255.254.0 in decimal. Okay, and how many subnet, if we go like this, how many subnet we will get? The number of bits we have changed to on. Okay, the given subnet mask was 16, new subnet mask is 23. We have changed 7 bits from 0 to on. So with 7 bits, if we go like, if we continue to create networks, we will get 128 subnets of like this, and every subnet will have 512 hosts. Okay, so we can also calculate this. In with 16 in class B we have 65536 hosts per network. So now we have 128 subnet, and per subnet we have 512 hosts, so we get 65536. Okay, so that's it. Next example. Now we need to subnet for we need to create subnet for 2000 hosts. For 2000 hosts we need 11. I think now you get the idea. 32 minus 11, which will give us 21. With 21, first octet full, second octet full, and in third octet we will have 5. So 5 means the last on bit will be in the 5th position, which means we need to add. So we need add in third octet 172.16.00, 172.16.80, 16.0, and like this, and we will get 32 subnet like this. Okay, so pause this video. If you understood what I am doing, try to solve the other problem. So now for 200 host, okay, this is little bit tricky, but the idea is the same. For 200 host we need 8 bits. Okay, so 32 minus 8, which gave us 24. So first octet full, second full, third full, fourth 0. So now our last on bit is in third octet and the position is 8th position, so we need to add 1 in the third octet. So we will get subnet like 172.16.0.0, 172.16.1.0, 172.16.2.0 like this. Okay, and its broadcast will be 0.255. okay, and new subnet mask will be /24. Next example, for 5 network. Now we need to create subnet for 5 network. For 5 network we need 3 bits. Okay, so given subnet mask is 16, we need add 3 because now we have to create subnet for required network. We will get 19. With 19, first octet full, second full, and third octet we will have 3 on bits. Okay, so the position of the third on bit is 3, which means we need to add 32 in the third octet. 172.16.0.0, 172.16.32.0, 64.0 like this. We will get subnet, and new subnet mask will be /19, which will be 255.224.0 in decimal. Next example. Now we create 100 network. For 100 network we required 7 bit, and for network, so we need to add 16 16 plus 7, this will be 23. So first octet full, second full, in third we will have 7 on bits, 0. The position is 7, so we need to add 2 in third octet. So 172.16.0.0, 172.16.20.40, and we can go further, and new subnet mask will be /23. Next example. Now here I have taken already a subnetted IP. This is not a classful IP, but the process is going to be same. Okay, so for 150 host, we need 8 bits. 8 bits means 132 minus 8, which will give us 24. So 24, first octet full, second full, third full, fourth 0. So last on bit in 8th position we need to add 1, but in the third octet. So 10, 10, 16, 0, 10, 10, 17, 0. Okay, because we need to add 1 in the third octet. So 16, 17, 18, these will be our network ID. Broadcast ID will be 10, 10, 16, 255. Okay, so next, now the subnet mask is 23, and we need to create 4 subnet from this network. So for 4 subnet we need 2 bits. So given is 23. Now for network we need to add plus 2, this will be 25. With 25, 8 on, 8 on, 8 on, and 1 on. So position is 1 and 1, so we need to add 128, but in the 4th octet, because now we have last on bit is in the 4th octet. So 10, 10, 4, 0, 10, 10, 4, 128. Okay, so here one more thing you need to know, you need to focus, that what is the range of your network in subnetted IPs. Okay, in classful IP we get the idea that when we need to stop, but in subnetted IP, how many network now you will create? you can create with this network. So for this you need to know the boundary of your network, okay, where your network stops. Yeah, what is the last IP of your network. So you can use the reverse engineering here with 23. Your default subnet mask is 23, which is given to you. So with 23 you know the first octet full, second full, in third octet you have 7, and fourth octet 0. So the position of the last on bit is 7 in your given subnet mask. So with 7 you need to add 2, okay, you need to add 2 in third octet, which means the given network to you is 10 10 4 0, okay, and the next network will be 10 10 6 0, which means your network ends at 10 10 5.255, okay. Your network range is 10 10 10 0 to 10 10 5.255, okay. So here you will get only 4 subnet, okay. 4.128, the next network will be 5.0, and the next network will be 5.128, okay. So first network is from 4.0 to 4.127 to 4.255, and 5.0 to 5.127 and .255. So in this network you will get these 4 subnets, okay. Like in classful network we get so many subnet, but in this network we need to know that what is the range of our network, how many IPs we have, and where we need to stop. This is the main problem with when students learn subnetting, that where to stop. If I give them if they need to subnet a classless IP, so they could not understand that where they need to stop, that they do not go beyond this, okay, what is their boundary. So this is the first thing you need to understand if you are subnetting a classless IP, that what is the range of your network, how many IPs do you have, so you have to work within that range, okay. So next example. Now this is the example of VLSM. We need to create different subnet, but different host per network, okay. So process is going to be the just same. For 50 host we need 6 bits, which means 32 minus 6, which give us 26, okay. With 26 we have 8 8 8 and 2, and 2 will give us 64, so we need to add 64. So our network will be 192.168.10.0, and we need 64, so 10.64. Our first network goes from 192.168.10.0 to 10.63. This requirement is fulfilled. We have 50 hosts in our first network, and the subnet mask for this network will be /26, okay. This requirement is over. Now we need to create another subnet for 20 host, okay. So for 20 host we need 5 bits, so 32 minus 5, this give us /27. So with 27 we have 8 8 8 and 3. Last on bit is on third position, so we need to add 32 in fourth octet. So the next network ID will be this. So the next network ID 192.168.10. If we need add 32, so this will give us 396, and 192.168.10 dot again 32, so 128, okay. So these are two network with 20 hosts. this network is have 50 50 host requirement, and this will have 20 host, and this will have 20. These network will have more network. The first network will have 64 host, and the second and third have 32, but requirement is this this requirement is completed. Okay, this network will goes to 192.168.10.95 and 192.168.10.127, and for both of these networks the subnet mask will be this /27. Now these two requirements are fulfilled. Now we need to solve this problem. 3 bits. Okay, so 32 minus 3, this will give us 29. So /29, with 29 first octet full, second full, third full, and in fourth we have 5. Okay, so 5 position of is 5, so we need add 8. So in 128 plus 8, this will give us 10.136, and again we will add 10, so 10.144. so this will goes to 192.168.10.143 and 192.168.1 dot if we again 152, so this will give up to 151. Okay, so the third requirement is also complete. We had created 3 network. If you don't know what is VLSM, VLSM means every subnet mask has different length. You can see the first network has 26, the length of subnet mask is 26. The second network length of subnet mask is 27, and in third network the length of subnet mask is 29. In the previous example you have seen that the subnet mask is same for the all subnet, but in VLSM, variable length subnet mask, means the subnet mask will be different for every subnet. Okay, benefit, you can see that we have created 4 subnet with different host requirement, and we have just used 152 IPs. Okay, from 0 to 152 we have used just 152 IPs, and all of our requirement is complete. Still we have remaining IPs in our network. Now you need to find that this IP is valid or not. Okay, you can use the same method. If you solve anything in the subnetting problem, the last on bit is the key. If you know what you do, what you need to do with last on bit, which means you can solve any problem within seconds. Okay, so with 28840, which means the position is 4, which means you need to have 16 in third octet. Okay, so if you see this IP in first, if you remember like that 0 is the network ID and 255 is the broadcast ID, you will simply say that this is not a valid IP because this has 10.0. Okay, but this IP is a valid IP because this is not, this is in between network ID and broadcast ID. Okay, so what we need to find, we need to find network ID with /20. so with /20 we see that the last on bit is in third octet and fourth position, so the increment should be 16. So our network may have started with 172.16.00 and then 172.16.16.0. Okay, so this IP is in this, within this range, 172.16 15.255. okay, 10.0 is between this is the network ID and this is broadcast ID. So we can say that 10.0 is absolutely valid IP. We can use this IP anywhere. Now we need to find the network ID of this IP. So this I told you earlier in previous example, that what we need to do, that take with 21, find last on bit 8, 8, 16 and 5. Okay, with 5 we need 8. Okay, so the difference should be 8 in third octet. So take 11 divide by 8, you will get 1. multiply 8, again 1, so the network ID of this network will be 8.0. okay, 120.5.8.0 will be network ID of this IP. So that's how you can solve subnet mask subnetting. So now I hope you understood till now what we are doing. So first of all, we are finding required bit, then we for required host we subtract that from 32, and the given subnet mask as or CIDR value we calculate where we have the last on bit, the position of the last on bit, and the position of the last on bit tells us how much we need to add and in which octet. Okay, so that's a simple process. So let's do one thing. I'm going to start a stopwatch, and now again we are going to solve all the problems verbally. So let's see that how much time we take to solve all of these problems. So I hope now you know the method what I am doing, so I'm not going to explain method here. Okay, so in first problem for 100 host we need 7 bits. 7 bits we need to add 128 in 4th octet, so the network will be 192.168.10.0 and 192.168.10.128. That's it. In second 50 host, for 50 hosts we need 6 of bits. With 6 of bit we need to add 64, but 64 in the 4th octet, so 192.168.10.0, 192.168.10.64, 10.128, 10.192. that's it. Okay, then we need to subnet for 3 network. For 3 network now we need for 3 network we need 2 bits, but now we need to add 2 bits, so 24 plus 2 26. With 26 we get our last on bit position on this position, so we need to add 64 again in 4th octet. In for 500 host, we need 9 bits. Okay, so now our last on bit is moved into the 3rd octet. So with the 9 bits, 32 minus 9 will give us 21. With 21 the last on bit position is 7, so we need to add 2 in 3rd octet. So our network will be 172.16.00, 172.16.20.40 like this. Okay, for 2000 hosts we need 11 bits, which means we have 32 minus 11, 21. Okay, so with 21 we have our last onboard position is on 8 and 16 5 fifth position, so we need to add 8. So our network will be 172.16.00, 172.16.80, 172.16.16.0, 24.0 like this. Then again for 200 hosts, we required 7 bits. We required 8 bits. For 8 bits, 32 minus 24 minus 8, we get 24. With 24 our last bit came into the 8th position, so we need to add just 1. So 172.16.00, 172.16.01, 02, 03, these are our network ID. For 5 network we need 3 bits, so 16 plus 3 will give us 19. So with 19 our position of last on bit is on 3rd position, so we need to add 64, but in the 32, but in the 3rd octet. So the network will be 172.16.00 or 172.16.32.0, 64.0 like this. Okay, for 100 networks, for 100 we need 7 bits, 7 on bits, so 16 plus 7, this give us 23. 23 means last on bit is on 7th position in 3rd octet, so 7th position in 3rd octet, so we need to add 2. So the network will be 172.16.00, 172.16.20, 40, 60 like this. and for this network, for 150 host we already have 20. Okay, so 150 host we need 8, so 32 minus 8 will give us 24. This give us 24. So with 24 we have last on bit on 8th position in 3rd octet, so we need to add 1. So 10 10 17 0 and 10 18 0 18 19 0 like this. And for 4 network 10 10 40 and 23. So for 23 4 network we need 2 bits, so 23 plus 2 will give us 25, and 25 our last on bit will be on the 1st position in 4th octet, so we will add 128. So 10 10 40 10 10 4 128 10 10 50 like this. Okay, so now we have solved 10 subnetting problems in 5 minutes. Okay, so which means 30 seconds per problem. Okay, and 30 seconds per problem I have taken, in which I also explained it to you. Okay, if I just had to look and find the subnet, then it will take less time. Okay, once you get practice using this method, you will not take much time in solving subnetting problems. Okay, like in now try to do it yourself. Okay, for 50 host, how many bits you required? 6. Okay, 32 minus 6 give us 32 minus 6 give us 26. Okay, with 26, first octet full, second octet full, and third octet we have 2 on bits. Okay, so position of the last on bit is on second position, and second position we need to add 64. So network will be 192.168.10.0, 192.168.10.64. Okay, so like this. So tell me if you find this informative, and I personally feel this is very good method. You don't need to calculate the block number and write decimal and reserve from left to right and right to left. This is very simple and easy way to perform subnetting, but only if you are good in CIDR, which you have to, because IPv6 is only based on the binary. In IPv6 there is no decimal number, so if you work like this in CIDR only, so you will get more comfortable. Okay, so if you find this informative, please comments, and if you find this method good, so I will create subnetting for IPv6 also. So that's all for this video. Thank you.